Hey guys, just wanted to try a little bit of a different format on this one. You can see that I'm wiring in the cell taps onto the main PCBs on each end of the battery pack. I would probably do that a fair bit differently this time. The cell taps are really small, so I had to get in pretty close because I'm blind, but also the pad size is really tiny, and the pads are actually quite weak on the back of the PCB, so the wires, as you can see, are sitting up, and they actually put quite a lot of pressure on those pads, and some of the pads I even pulled right off the PCB. So lessons learned in this one is that I would probably build much larger pads, but that presents a whole lot of other problems because the pads wouldn't actually fit down on the tracks on the side of the PCB to allow me to run the wiring down the side of the PCB neatly out of the way. So yeah, I would completely redesign this in future, and I would allow the PCBs to have the cell taps on the front side of the board where it's fully accessible, and I wouldn't worry. I would have the cell taps out on the sides of the PCB and run the wires down on the front, on the outside, on one side or the other of the PCB. So that would allow much easier access for future servicing, but also much easier access for installation, because it was a complete pain in the neck to do all the installation work as it currently sit. The other really complicated thing was that the cell taps have to be split because I'm running parallel groups of cells in parallel strings. So you have to split the cell taps in half for each end of the battery pack, which again added another layer of complexity with the wiring. And another really easy way to make mistakes, and you can see like the little tiny tags there are really easy to get mixed up. So there's a few things that I would do completely differently this time if I was doing this all over again. So like lessons learned is bigger pads on the outside, pads down the sides of the outside to allow you to do that. And probably I would split the cell tap harness in half, so I'd have side A and side B, and then rejoin them back at the BMS. It would make it like tons easier. So yeah, guys, that's a big learning out of this one. As you can see, it takes absolutely ages to do all of this stuff, and feel free to watch on. I'll just skip on to the next one, but yeah, cheers as always. Thanks for watching, and I hope you find this super useful. Cheers.